We respectfully acknowledge that the land on which we are situated is the traditional territory of the Blackfoot Confederacy, consisting of Siksika Nation, Kainai Nation, Piikani Nation, and Blackfeet Nation in Montana. It is also part of Treaty 7, which also include Iari Nakota Nation, Tsuut'ina Nation, and Métis Nation No. 3. Their presence and culture enrich us all. This morning, we have returned to Siksika Nation to meet a sacred animal, the white buffalo. Lisa BigSnake and her family have 2 white buffalo on their property, and their doors are always open to guests who come to interact with this rare and holy creature. Lisa and her family also own an embroidery company called The Barn, and Lisa was kind enough to give us a tour. We brought Timbits and coffee for the team, as Lisa had mentioned they'd been working all night finishing embroidery for an upcoming powwow. While they were finishing this project, they were also in the middle of moving to a larger facility that they built also on the property.
Yeah, like even if they went to other places, I know they wouldn't get the quality and the professional of what I can put out there because I put pride into there. Hey? You know, these are unique.
And that's your nation.
Yes, celebrating healing through song and dance. So that's the powwow. And there's the drumsticks, right? And the eagle just showing the representation of the strength. You can we'll go this way. We'll just go through so you'll see. I'm big. This is our logo. This is a logo that we. When we started like 14 years ago, I told my sons, I sat down with them and I said, okay, let's get logos. Like we're embroidering logos. Let's do something for ourselves. So I said, okay, I'll give you a week. You think about it. You come back, we'll sit here again and let's discuss it. Well, I had to come up as a mom. If I'm asking the boys to do one, I was like, okay, I got to make a logo too. So I put represent. And when our slang for the reserve is the res. So in putting represent like the res, like Indian people, I put blood, sweat, and tears because I wanted to really encourage people to understand what blood, sweat, and tears is. It's like family and friends. You need the support of your family and friends regardless of what you do. The sweat is the hard work. If you want to succeed, it takes a lot of hard work. And the tears are the different disappointments or emotions. It could be happy tears, it could be sad tears. And, but the blood, sweat, and tears, that was in 2014.
That's when you started.
And people, I still see wear that and they still represent. They ask me for the new stuff, but I'm so busy and I didn't have the space for it. Now I have the space, so I'm gonna really promote the represent the blood, sweat, and tears. And it's not only for First Nations, but it's for everybody, right? But then they'll be able to say yes. It's a different kind of represent. People put it out there. So I do it like with jerseys. I do it with caps. You can see the caps there. I didn't do a lot of product, but I have some out there. Yeah. So all those blankets you see in the middle are all customized. They're all, a lot of our people, how would you say? First Nation people, their spirit animals are animals, right? The spirits are the animals. So we started a line of snagging blankets. And do you know what a snagging blanket is?
No.
Okay, so it's kind of like it would be something like a joke, but it's real. And so you're sitting at a powwow, a celebration, you know, it goes into the night, you get a blanket to keep warm, you walk around. Well, if a young man or a young woman sees a beautiful girl or a handsome man, they call it snagging. So they'll jokingly go around and they'll keep, you know, they'll offer to keep you warm. So they put a blanket and they're walking for coffee, and they see a beautiful girl and they'll snag them.
Oh, and that's how.
And it's a snag, right? You know, so we all grew up knowing, you know, that's kind of like, I don't know if it's customary or it's something, but celebrations are where First Nations come in and new blood comes in, you know. Usually a First Nations related some way or another, and when we have celebrations, then there's new blood, like new people coming in. So yes, so it's yes. So then it's called the snagging blanket. So all our blankets, our customized blankets, are considered the snagging blanket. And then we represent the barn, which is the building, and the nation, which we're on. So the 5 circles there, usually when you see a teepee, that represents sons. Well, my husband has 5 sons. So there's 5 circles there to represent our 5 sons. And this blanket, everything we do pretty well will tell a story. Like we could tell why we did it, not just because we did it, right? Mm-hmm. So there's our snagging blanket box. When people walk into their homes with a snagging blanket, I'm sure there's a lot of teasing and a lot of laughing, and that's what it was meant to be.
Like, oh, you're looking for a husband. Or
Yeah. Throw it at your husband or your wife and say, here you go. Yeah.
Morgan said she has to buy a snagging blanket because she's looking for a husband.
Yeah. So this guy his name is Tomahawk. He's like, you see, he's a pure white buffalo, and you just got to be careful. She might scare you away.
See?
Yeah, you just got to back away from there. She's going to after she gave birth, she was very aggressive. Yes, you know, her baby isn't here, but when she was pregnant, so I wouldn't allow people to take pictures of her, you know. So this one is Tomahawk. That was his name, his given name. It wasn't a name that we chose for him. It was his name that was given when he was born. That's Kelly Spirit. The female is Kelly Spirit.
He's bigger than the last time I saw him.
Yeah, he's filling out.
How long have you had him for?
3 years. So what do you see here? So the significance behind the white buffalo is a lot of our people, like you see with the residential school, there's a lot of old wounds that are being opened, and you know, the addictions is high, the mental health is being tarnished. Like the white buffalo is to bring hope and serenity to people, and to actually see one and for one to come up to you, that's amazing, because not even in a zoo you can do that. And every day Doggy wakes up and he has them domesticated, so they appreciate people, and they bless people with their presence. So a lot of people come here to visit. And we've got offered by Tourism Alberta to come to be on that list, but I was like, I don't think we are a tourist place. We are a place for people to come and find hope. It's nothing on a daily basis for the EMS, the ambulance, to drive in here. And at first when it would happen, people would phone and say, are you guys okay? Like, is everything okay? And you know, they know how hard we work, and yes, we're okay. It's people coming to debrief, you know, people coming to sit with the animals, just to feel that calmness with what it is, right? So, and then you will get the RCMP also. You know, we don't close our gate on anybody. If somebody wants to come, the gate is open. The ribbon and the cloth that is around on the fence line is offerings from different people that come here. You know, maybe there's somebody in their family struggling with addictions or grief or anything in life, you know, and they want the blessings. Well, the white buffalo is an animal that we consider to be blessed with, so they will come in and put their offerings here. You'll see tobacco. You know, tobacco will be put along the fence line. They'll bring tobacco, they'll bring cloth, they'll bring sweetgrass and sage, and that's just their offerings. You know, you see a baby onesie on there because the baby was sick, right? And they wanted good things with her baby. These ribbons here are from Belgium. Wow. Kelly.
Well, thank you for sharing your buffalo with us.
And I have no signs. I have no signs on a highway, because it's people telling each other about us, not advertising. We don't run on a website. We have, you know, we do some of the bigger companies like the City of Calgary, and they say, well, your website. I says, well, I know it's 2023, but our business is word of mouth, and if somebody told you about us, it must be a good thing, right? Because you're calling, and you know, we're forever busy. We're always busy here. We do good things.
Wow.
Yeah,
So
she's
cool to interact with them. Yeah, I think it's shopping time. And
I should have brought some ribbon.
I was going to say, I'm going to leave a little tobacco offering.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it is like every day. You never know. We even had the Prime Minister, Stephen Harper, come. Like, his wife called and she found us on Twitter. And she says, can I come visit? And I said, oh my God, I'd love for you to come visit.
We have a photo. We bought that photo last time. Yeah.
And then a couple of days later, she said Stephen wanted to come also, and I was like, "Oh my God, okay." And then I'm hanging up the phone, screaming like, "Yes!" You know, people of all lifestyles, all titles. You know, there's no title when they come in here. It's coming to see what it's about, right?
Lisa and her family see their buffalo as a blessing for their community. I showed my gratitude for this experience and for their generosity by leaving a gift of tobacco in the soil. Next time on Cooking in Canada, Season 2.
I thought it was really important to talk about historically why the buffalo was so important to the Plains people.